Hello, and welcome back to Legend of Zelda: The Oracle of Seasons. I hope you're all doing well today. Last time we got the seasons summer and winter, not in that order. Beat 3 dungeons, including a moth dungeon, and met some hot fairies. Who else oracling these seasons? Not Din. She's trapped in a crystal. You know, that could have become a running theme in Zelda, because they did it in Ocarina of Time, and they did it here in Oracle. They didn't do it in Seasons, because that has the hot body possession hashtag. What is it? I don't even remember what that hashtag's called. Skyward Sword? Fair. I don't know, but like, I remember as a kid I played Ocarina of Time and Oracle of Seasons, and I thought that that was like a running theme that Zelda constantly well, I guess not Zelda in this game. The female, as my fellow brain cell users would call it. Am I right, fellas? Just kidding, it's Women's Month. I would never. I don't even think you can go on brain cell anymore. Anyway, I just kind of like thought that that was like a thing that happened all the time in Zelda, and then I grew up and realized it happens a couple times. I don't know. Whee! I'd also like to make a throwback to the... Oh, goddammit. Are these Tektites? I never actually thought about that. They totally are. Ow, fucker. Fucker! Ah! Go back to the Women's Month stream with V and Shumi. Din is a good example of a woman who gets kidnapped and doesn't have a lot of story stuff, but she's still cool. It's not really her fault that she's kidnapped for most of the story. Oh, wait. I thought this is where we were going next. Never mind. I think this is the Tarm Ruins. Anyway, now I don't know where to go. Let's go figure that out, shall we? I just know where... This is the point in the game where it forces you to use your partner. So we're definitely going to be seeing a lot of water. Also, this is part of why I always hated getting Ricky as a kid. Because like his main gimmick is that he jumps over the holes for you, but like then you just get an item that jumps over holes. And if you're really tricky, I can't do it. There is a you can jump over 2 holes in a row if you really know what you're doing. It might require like bomb pushing or something, I don't remember. You can do it. Pretty sure it's part of the speedrun. Anyway. Granted, you do get a cape later, so... Whatevs. But yeah. That's even... Actually, that's even... Oh, it's this one. I was getting the 2 areas mixed up. Yeah, here we go. What was it saying? Oh, yeah. That even... The fact that you get the cape later, actually, I didn't think about that, but it just makes it worse. It's like, then he's even less useful because you can jump further than Ricky. Musha's gimmick is that he flies a short distance, so at least you can argue that it's like more interesting. I don't know. Because like, So the world is all flooded if you pick Dimitri, and it's like plains and cliffs and stuff. I think the only gimmick, actually, now that I think about it, I think Ricky can jump up like cliffs, small cliffs. So that is something he can do. But a lot of those small cliffs can also be like climbed by using vines in the summer. Anyway, I always felt like Ricky was the most useless. You can do a lot of what Ricky does on your own, just by the items and stuff you get throughout the game. But, like, granted, you do eventually get the ability to swim. Yeah. And you get the cape that lets you jump multiple blocks instead of just one. So even Moosh kind of becomes obsolete. But, like, I don't know. The fact that you meet Ricky and then immediately like get the thing, I don't know. Because like if you go with Ricky as your partner, you don't meet Dimitri and Moosh for a while. But if you get Moosh's thing, shut up, I'm talking. If you get Moosh's flute or Dimitri's flute, you meet them early. Don't shoot at me. I thought you could throw him back. Never mind. So this is where you would meet Dimitri, actually, if you didn't get his flute. So basically, the way that it's set up is if you don't get a partner's flute, you meet them right before getting an item that kind of makes them obsolete. So you would meet Dimitri here, and you can't swim. And you would need Dimitri to get to certain areas in this town because the city is like flooded. And you meet Moosh in an area with like large pits you can't jump over with the feather. So, and then like right in this area we get the ability to swim, and then in the next area we get the cape, I believe. And then so I don't know, but it's like technically they all kind of get to a point where they're not really needed, but it's weird that you meet Ricky and then immediately he gets fucking he's useless. Like he just gets you to the dungeon and he's useless immediately. With Dimitri and Moosh, honestly, I would argue that I don't really remember how it's set up in Ages as well. But in this game, I'd argue that even though Dimitri is my go-to, I would argue that Moosh is the best go-to. Just because, he's the last one you meet, otherwise. Anyway, you only knew 2 of these guys from Smash. Which 2 did you know from Smash? Moosh and Ricky. Dimitri's underrated, I think. If I remember right, in Ages, Moosh is the default. I think I talked about that the other day. And then I think I don't remember if Ricky or because when I played through, I just went with Moosh because he was the default, and I was like, oh, it's not Ricky, it's so cool. So I actually don't remember how you get oh, that's what Dimitri does that Link can't do. He can swim against the currents, right? That's the way that they try to keep him from being totally obsolete later. Love the seed. What a great song, don't you agree? Yes, here's a human I understand. Let me fill your satchel for you. Neat. I didn't mean to do that. Sometimes when I play Game Boy, god damn it. I thought I equipped the feather, but I didn't. I wanted to like jump on his back. I remember if you can even do that. I don't think so. Sometimes when I play Game Boy games on an emulator, sometimes I'll have, because I use my PS5 controller, And I have circle as A and X as B, because I have it laid out like the Nintendo Pro Controller for Game Boy system, or Nintendo systems. Anyway, so sometimes I'll have triangle and square be the auto fire buttons, which is what I have them set to right now. But sometimes I will have them, instead of having start and select on start and select, I'll have them on triangle and square. So sometimes I'll like, oh, you can't get over there until you can swim. Right. So sometimes my brain will think that start is on triangle, and I'll just hit start, or I'll hit triangle, and then it'll auto fire A, and I'll be confused for like a split second. Whoop, whoop. Can I get in this way? I don't remember actually. It's been a while. No. Okay, no, we have to get the flippers first. Okay, anyway. Yeah. My pop's a master diver. He had a secret diving spot, but he never told me where it was. Damn. Stingy guy. Hello, old woman.
My husband was a master diver, but now he's old and he's hidden his diving gear and gone off somewhere.
That's nice, lady. You're not a farmer. Verge was a good show. Hello. He reminds me of, he always reminded me, probably, it might be on purpose, I actually don't know. Wait, I don't think he was listed as one of the named NPCs in the manual when we read it, so. Wait, I can check the wiki. See if he's listed on there. Oracle. Alright, characters. He is not. Let me double check. Nope. Anyway, he reminds me of Sakon from Majora's Mask and the Master Thief, man. Legends say of some sort of treasure that sleeps on the summit. It's a boy's dream. I think about it so much I can't sleep. Wow. Cool. Boop. I don't remember what this is. I think there's a ghost that appears in here, but only if you have like a certain trade quest item. I think the entire trading quest is optional in this game. So, yeah. Also, I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but this game does have fast travel. Any of these like tornado-shaped trees, you can use the gale seeds to fast travel between them. I think as soon as you go on the screen with one, it automatically counts it as like you being able to fast travel there. It's mainly useful in like the last like third of the game, if I remember right. Vases wanted, Ingo Collector. Hello, Ingo. Evil Luigi. Shoot, that big Goron, no matter how often I ask, he won't give me his vase. I'd give my dinner for it. Fish. Oh yeah, I think that's the whole shebang and shaboodle. Am I remembering that right? I think the Quaid quest, the trading quest. I think the whole dealio is whatchamacallit, the big Goron sword. Okay, I don't remember where to go. I think you can dive in there when you get the the flippers, but I wanted to see if anything happened prior to having said flippos. Shut up. Will he not come with me? Oh, because he can't. They even. That's kind of cool, actually. I mean, it makes sense. They would have to do it, but they like thought about like where Dimitri can and can't get to. Huh. Wait, can I not do this yet then? But I had to do this now. Maybe it's not the next area. Choo. Oh. Oh, I didn't mean to. The one my biggest downside with a lot of the 2D Zeldas is in most of them you can only equip 2 items. And I guess I'm so used to 3D Zeldas where well, depends on the game. I think you can only equip 2 in Twilight Princess. But I think part of that was because of oh, duh, I can throw him. I'm stupid. That's what I'm supposed to do. I think part of that was because when they swapped development to the Wii. Oh, god damn it. Oh, come on. What the fuck? I did this earlier. What am I doing wrong? There we go. Why is that so hard? Anyway. Oh, when they swapped development over to the Wii, for Twilight Princess, I imagine they were like, well, we can't have 3 items now. Actually, I don't even remember how many items, I'm not even gonna lie. For all I know, it's 1. I'm pretty sure it's 2, though. In Twilight. Though they might have changed that in the HD release, actually. I don't remember. It'd be cool if they did. But it's been a while, so... Oh. Neato. Alright, whose house is this? Oh, I don't know, because I don't have the flippers, and Dimitri can't go into homes. One of these is correct. So what's in the other one? Hello, Master Diver. Hello, Diver.
I'm the Master Diver. To become my pupil, go to the next cave and open all 4 eyes in a single stroke. And bring back proof that you have done so.
Oh. We have to get the flippers first, I think. Alright. Wait here. Oh, I can't do it yet. I gotta move them. Wow. 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 Nice. Oh. I got the Master's Plaque. Okay, that works too, I guess. I don't know. It's interesting that they added this extra step. Like, you get an item, and then you literally go next door and trade that item for a different item.
Oh, that's my master's plaque. You passed my test very well, then I accept you as my pupil. Please take these flippers. Teach you my secret route to Mount Cuckoo. There's a diving hole among the reefs in town. Use the flippers I gave you. I wonder if this is like a whole, like a, they came up with the idea to have you go get the master's plaque. And then, like, they kept the idea to do that, but at some point they, like, decided not to make it a separate area. I don't know. The season's out of order. The mountain snows melted suddenly, flooding town. I can't even leave the house. It's terrible. Interesting. It's kind of like the, it reminds me of Majora's Mask, when you change it from winter to spring, just like suddenly by beating up Goat. Whoop. Except a bad thing happened because of it instead of a good thing. I got a gossip seed. Looking for fairies in the grass. Oh, you know. Shkaboop. Okay. I believe, I could be wrong. I believe this is it. What the place, the secret diving spot he mentioned to get to Mount Cuckoo. Cuckoo, I don't know. Isn't it 2 O's in other games? I feel like it is. Oh. Maybe not. Sunken Falls. Headwaters in Sunken City. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. And I don't think Link can go up these. No. Rip. Alright. Time to fast travel. Oh, you warp to every tree. It's not just the... Okay. For some reason I thought you could only warp to these trees. I guess that explains why you get... I think this is the first Gale Seed tree you're supposed to be able to get. So... Which makes sense, because, like... Oh, wait, wrong button. Look at the map. The map is, like... I don't know, is that how... I guess if you counted, I feel like it would be, like, 50-something% of the way through. But am I gonna count? Okay, well now I don't remember where it's at. Because I thought that was it for some reason. Anyway... So I can see why they would give you the fast travel button here. I'd say also that I feel like all the previous areas are close enough to town that I can kind of see why. There it is. I think this is it. But for real though. Oh, it's cheap. Do you know that Chain Chomp was originally designed to be a Zelda enemy? But like, it was common for them to design Zelda or Mario enemies and just sort of like have them laying around until they decided to use them, and sometimes certain enemies would end up going to the opposite place. Like Chain Chomp. That's the only one I really know off the top of my head. Also, I remember this dungeon being one of my least favorite. I forgot he could throw at an angle. It's kind of neat for a Game Boy game, honestly. I don't know, it just feels like... Oh shit, it's tricky. Gotcha.
I surrender. Return. I offered my advice. Even if you have a key, you still need a keyhole. Foolish brother. The keyhole is on the summit. Anyway, yeah, I just remember not liking this dungeon. If you have a keyhole, you need a key, moronic brother. The key is in the valley in the west. Okay, doke. I think this is where we meet Moosh. If I remember right. Yeah, because we have to get to that. And we need Mr. Moosh. Fly us across, because we can't jump that far. This is also where the Gorons are, I believe. Die, Tektite. Because it's the mountain area, so obviously this is where the Gorons would have to be. Okay. Die, Zol. Interesting. What is under that pot? Oh. Nothing. Ah, very, 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 very now. Okay. Oh, 2 fairies. Oh my god. They're spoiling me. Alright. Is there anything in here? Oh god, there's one of those guys. Red rupee. Bitch, don't fucking come at me like that. Okay. There's a... Oh, there's Lionel's up here. So what's up here? Yeah. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Cease. Cease. Okay. What does that get me? Oh, it lets me jump down here and go in this place. It's so nice of you to come all the way here just to see me. Since you did, shall I make it so you can carry more rings? Yes. Let me see your box. Do this here, that there. Okay, I'm done. Nice. Not that I use the rings, but whatever. I'll take it since I got here. Anyway, moving on. Anything in these? Hello, lever. I think we have every type of... There we go. Oh, it's an old man. Some of these guys... Hold on. I have the walkthrough open. I should check. Some of these will take money from you, and some of them will give you money. I don't want to... See. Turning our ring box into Patrick's secret box from SpongeBob. Oh, apparently you can go back to the Maku tree. Oh, we got to the point in where you can go inside the Maku tree. Because that's where you meet Ferror. But if you climb up top, we can get a Gasha seed. I'll try to remember that. Oh wait, I'm stupid. We're not... I forgot we were supposed to do the Goblin Fortress thingy. So let me skip ahead past the Goblin Fortress. To this spot specifically. Oh god, and then we're supposed to go back to Subrosia. I forgot about that too. Okay, I want to get... Oh my god, I think I'm like way ahead. Oh wait, here we go, here we go. Here, they don't even show this old man. Fuck. I don't trust him then. If he's not in the walkthrough, he's probably gonna take my money. Fuck you, old man. Maple. My wife. One of them. This game alone. So many best girls. Ah! Potion. Podion. Can I reach those? Kinda. Nice. I think the potion's an automatic revive when you die. I don't remember. Anyway, I guess since I gotta go back to the Sunken City anyway, I'll go get that Gasha seed that the walkthrough is talking about. Oop. Do I have any unappraised rings, actually? I don't know. I don't remember the last time we even got a ring. Oh, we have 3. Holy shit. Octo ring. Oh, that's right. If you get one you already have, he buys it for 30. But you have to pay 20 to half sword damage taken, half sword damage, damage taken times 2. I think is what it was saying. So you do less damage, and you take more damage. Which sucks. But hey, it's a fun challenge run thing, I guess. There is one I think that does the opposite though. Pretty sure. Where you earn something like that. I think it's like double damage. But you do double damage? I'm pretty sure. There's something that gives you more damage, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, let's put this one on. Not that it's super useful, but hey. Ba ba ba. So yeah. So the Maku tree gets a little bigger at this point in the game. Because the seasons are slowly being restored. There's Ferror. But you can't really do anything with her unless you have a linked game thing going. Which I don't. Flamo. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Can I even teleport from there? I don't know, I'm just gonna leave. I'm already going back. Also, actually, let me put on Pegasus seeds, because, oh shit. There's a few Gasha seed spots around here, and I want to go check if we actually put something in them before or the last time we were here. I think this one's empty. Yeah. I don't think I refilled either of these when I got them, but I want to check. Yeah, no. Nice. Anyway. Actually, do that again. I think if there's some way up to this area here. That's where Syrup the Witch lives, and you can actually buy potions from her. Probably figure out how to do that, actually. Because those are useful. And I remember the game starts to get pretty tough from here on. Oh wait, I need Dimitri to get down there, don't I? Excuse me. What's it doing? I don't know. I remember as a kid being kind of anal about my item screen. And I would like, I don't remember what the order was, but I had an order to it. Let's do it. Let's sort it alphabetically. Hold on. Element O, wait, no, boom. Yeah, boomerang would come after bombs. I think Dimitri's flute's next, so we put that there. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. What's next? R, P, Elemental P, Q, R. Wait, yeah. QRS, so seed satchel, shovel, TVW, yeah. Wooden shield comes before sword. Alright, cool. Now everything has a spot. Anyway, what was it doing? Damn. Oop, wrong button. Ow. Oop, didn't mean to do that. No! God damn it. He was too far off of the, like, land area, so it counted me as walking to the water instead of counting onto the walking onto the spot where Dimitri was. Oh shit. Wait. I remember to put everything back where it goes. Okay. I think we're gonna need the power bracelet. That's Professor Hawk. Alright. Let's walk to the next screen before we jump off Dimitri. And now we'll swim. We're here. Is he even here? No, he's gone when you get here. That's kind of cool that the game changes that screen depending on if you enter from the bottom or a specific spot. Die. Wait, what's out here? Oh, right. Gimme. Hello, sir.
So the pesky kid has come. I won't let you stand up to me anymore. This time victory will be mine.
This is the Moblin King, by the way. Fucked up. He's basically the Oogie Boogie of this game.
You can't beat me this way. I cannot be defeated as long as I don't drop my bomb behind me and start a fire.
Can I do it instead? Oh, right. You have to do it when he's... I have to throw a bomb. Which is very hard to do. Or not? Is that not how it works? There we go. That's what I thought. But he was throwing it like at the timing he was throwing his stuff at made it weird to do. So I wasn't sure if maybe I was remembering wrong.
How could this child defeat me? Arg, I'll remember this. I shall get my revenge.
Okay, dude. Oh, we have our first new heart container from Pieces of Hearts. Also, this game only has 14 pieces of heart, or heart containers, instead of the normal 20, which I think is also the same as Link's Awakening, making them like the weird ones, because I'm pretty sure 20 is usually the cap. I actually don't remember what it is in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, though. In fact, I don't really know for sure that 20 is the cap in most Zelda games, because I haven't 100% in most of them. I just know that it's true in Wind Waker, or not Wind Waker. Well, I'm pretty sure it's true of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, and I know that it's true in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. And I feel like it's usually, outside of the flagship Capcom games, I think it's always true. Or usually, at least. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. Let's see. We need to go back to the fucking... Sorry. But I saw when I was flipping through the walkthrough, there is another Gasha seat down here, so I guess I'll go ahead and get that. You go over here. Oh wait, I already did that. I didn't remember getting that for some reason. Never mind. In that case, let's teleport. And get back to it. Oh, wait. No, no. There. Gotta keep it alphabetical. Alright. So I think that I've actually gotten all the heart pieces available, or pieces of hearts available up to this point. Surprisingly. I feel like up to this dungeon is usually when, as a kid, when I would play the game and not beat it. Like this is about where I would get to. It's like getting to Mount Kuko. But I don't. Maybe that's part of why I don't like this dungeon, is because like I would get to this part of the game but not actually beat the dungeon. Whereas with the first 3 dungeons, I would actually beat them more often than not. So I remember them well enough. I forget where to go. I know we gotta go to Subrosia. I don't remember where the entrance to that is at. Oh, time to make it summer. Can't get up there. Can I get up here? I don't remember. No. We would need spring for that. Alright. Where, oh where has my Discord kitten gone? Oh where could she be? Whee! Papa. Oh. You guys, I remember you. What's that? It's so weird. I'll trade you this ore for it. Thanks. You got fool's ore, but that's no good. Get your feather back. I like that you swing it like your sword. Like, they were like, what should happen when you press the button for this item? I don't know. You do the sword swing animation, but it's the rock instead. Okay, sure. Traded ore. QR. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna stick it there. It doesn't matter. Actually, I'll just leave it there because it probably replaces. They probably just get swapped. Those two were hurrying home. I wonder if they found. Oh, right. I was gonna do like some other weird thing. I was gonna give them like something similar to the Black Mage voice. Let's go bury some treasure. Make sure no one sees us. If anyone does, run. So yeah, if you remember the fucking hide and seek with Rosa before the second dungeon, it's that but harder. Ooh. Some of these I remember were kind of bullshit because like they would make they'd do certain patterns that would like fuck you over. Ooh. And there would be no way to know that they were going to do that pattern, or that going to a certain spot would just guarantee you lost. What I'm actually going to put on, not that, these, because it'll probably make it easier if I can move faster. Ooh. want to wait a sec to see if they're going to come back. Oh, god damn it. Are you kidding me? I fucked up. By going up accidentally. That's stupid. That's an oversight on their part. Oh, do I have to like... Oh my god. To walk all the way out and come back. Okay, that's annoying. What's the save state button? Okay, I'm just gonna save state every time we beat a screen. That way if I do something like that again, or if I fuck up, it'll save us some trouble. I really don't use... For someone who emulates as often as I do, I don't make enough use of emulation features like save states. Especially considering that, like, you could argue that it's not even as much of cheating as it would have otherwise been in the past. If only because the most available official version of this game lets you use save states. Oh, I remember this part. This is annoying. Not because this part's like especially difficult. You'll see in a sec what I mean. Okay. So you follow them up here to this dead end, right? And you think, oh god. Okay. So like clearly this dead end is gonna lead to us finding the thingy. Oh. Okay. Also, there's trees like this in the Dark World in Link to the Past, and it's interesting that they come back here in Subrosia. Anyway, so yeah.
That's good. Come on, let's go find more treasure.
They bury it here in this spot, this really obvious spot. But they don't put it there until they don't put it there until after you beat after you do the top screen. I don't know. It's not really annoying, I guess. I guess maybe annoying is the wrong word. It's just one of those things where it's like I have to do this one extra screen and put up with these guys' bullshit for that much longer. But I know that the spot for that is right there, but you have to trigger the flag. Yeah, what's done here? Oh wait, I think we have to do this. Okay, I think we get the spring. I think we get spring now. And then fall is the last one we get for some reason. I wonder, I don't know, I would like to know the logic, but I don't think there is any logic really. Somebody just came up with an order at some point, and then they laid out certain areas to be inaccessible without certain things. I don't know. I would like it if you got them in sequential order. Also, I never got why the... Oh, okay, flowers, I guess. I was gonna say, I don't know why the statue is like this pinkish magenta color. But I guess maybe it's supposed to be like color you might see on like a flower petal. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much. Maybe they just threw it in here. Maybe at some point this area was gonna be pink or magenta or whatever. I'm the spirit of spring. Rock hard buds bloom in spring. You coming on to me? Because I'm into it. Also, they're like a tealish color, and I'm green, so we're like kind of similarly colored. It is a season of discovery. To think I can add to the power of the hero with the triangle symbol. I wonder why they don't call it, why don't they call it the Triforce, actually? I literally never thought about it. They always call it the triangle symbol. Very interesting. Was it an active choice? Because was it supposed to give the feeling of like, oh, because we're not in Hyrule, like people don't call it the Triforce here. It's like there's not a legend surrounding it. I don't know. I loan you the power of the spirit of spring. Rod of Seasons has been blessed with a spring dew. Since I always forget to use this. Climb atop a stump to call forth spring. Shoobadoop, shoobadoop. Oh, fuck. Shoobadoop, shoobadoop. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Yo. Yo. Ooh. They definitely expect, I feel like a lot of those platforming areas expect you to have a lot more patience, because I'm the type that walks in and goes. I'm gonna just try to go for the nearest platform immediately after the screen transitions, but a lot of the time you get punished for doing that. So I wonder if it's specifically to punish players who try to rush to the next up to the platform, or if it's like they genuinely were like, oh, people will go to the screen and then they'll stop because they'll be like, what's on this screen? And then the platform will come back to them just as they've like taken in the information on screen. Which I am way too impatient to. Oh yeah, I think if you... Oop. I think you have to go back up here. I might have to make it summer. No, okay. I think this is how you get to that thingy, is like via this path. Also... Oh no, never mind. If you make it winter, you can go in there. Maybe that's what I need to do. Also, I've always wondered, because this game you have to stand on the stumps specifically for the Rod of Seasons work, which I assume it's at some point they were like, well, we need a way to just to tell the player what screens and stuff they're allowed to use the Rod of Seasons on. I didn't make it. I made it summer, not winter. I'm silly. Because you can't use it on every... I guess they didn't want you to be able to use it on every thing. Because it could potentially be super broken and game breaking. It'd be really hard to fuck with. I don't know. I guess though, not really though, because like basically every screen has 4 versions. So I guess maybe the idea was that it was meant to make it more... Oh, never mind. I thought this was like how you... I'm trying to remember how to get to that piece of heart over there. But thank you, Miss Fairy. I love you. Anyway, I guess they wanted it to be like kind of a puzzle, and also like by making you trek to, I don't know, to the nearest stump. Like, potentially you have to go through the same area that's full of enemies twice, and it's more challenging. I don't know. I'm not so sure now that I think about it. It could just be that they were like, oh, just in case, let's force them to use it in certain spots, because otherwise it might be game breaking in ways we can't fathom. Which, if that is the case, then they were thinking very far ahead. If that is the case. I don't know. But anyway, it's interesting because in Minish Cap, one of the places that you can stand on to shrink is the like stumps and stuff. And I've always wondered, like, did the stumps with the Rod of Seasons in this game, like, how heavily did that inspire Minish Cap, I guess, is my question. Because Minish Cap was the last Capcom game, or Capcom Zelda game. Imagine if Minish Cap was the last Capcom game ever. Wouldn't that be crazy? What a good game to end on, even though I have a lot of problems with Minish Cap. I think that would be a pretty good game to end on. Most people would, you're right. I would have never gotten to pre-order Mighty Number 9 on my Nintendo 3DS. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. Makes me wonder. Actually, I could, well, no, I guess I could check, like, what season do I want it to be? Do I just want it to be spring? Anyway, before we move on, I'm gonna check if these games and okay. Minish Cap. Okay, let's see. So they were both directed by Hidemaru Fujibayashi. They had different producers, but oh yeah, I forgot Inafune was the producer for Minish Cap. Noritaka Funamizu is the producer for these games. Let's see what else he produced for, or was like a part of. Resident Evil Outbreak File number 2, he was event planner. He was executive producer on the original Monster Hunter. Oh, that's pretty cool. Executive producer on Devil May Cry 2. I'm specifically looking for games I know or care about. General producer on Resident Evil Code Veronica and Capcom vs. SNK Millennium Fight 2000 and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 New Age of Heroes. Executive producer on Breath of Fire 4, which I heard is one of the better ones. I usually hear 3 and 4 are the best Breath of Fire games. He was the general producer on Dino Crisis and Misadventures of Tronbon. General producer on Resident Evil 3. General producer of Mega Man and Bass. General producer of Resident Evil 2. General producer of Breath of Fire 3. Okay. Mega Man X4. Darkstalkers 3. Street Fighter 3 New Generation. Mega Man 8. X-Men vs. Street Fighter. Neat. His most recent game, he was designer for Earthseeker, which is a 2011 game that came out on the Wii that I don't really know a whole lot about actually because it only came out in Japan. Though there are fan translations for it, to be fair. Let's see. Who else worked on both? I don't know. Designers aren't even listed for Minish Cap. Artists are different. That's not surprising. They have very different art styles. I mean, it's always possible it was the same artist because they're only 3 years apart. That would be a pretty drastic art style change. But then again, I feel like a professional artist would be able to like do some adjustments for stuff. But then at the same time, you could argue that a lot of times they probably bring on like the lead artist is typically brought on for their style, whereas the like assistant artists are the ones who are gonna have to like deal with changing up their art style. Composers are different, unsurprisingly. So yeah, it's just that they're both directed by the same guy. So it's possible that he like specifically wanted to like mimic that. I don't know. I always forget because I never played Four Swords. A lot of times I don't think about the whole like, oh yeah, fucking Four Swords came out as like a side bonus game for the Game Boy Advance port of Link to the Past, and then the Capcom team that worked on Minish Cap was like, let's make a fucking prequel to that game that a lot of people probably didn't play because it requires having friends with link cables. And maybe I'm biased because I didn't have any friends with the GBAs actually, let alone friends who had GBAs and link cables and Four Swords. Is there a thing down there to get? I don't think so. I can make that jump, but yeah, I want to go down here, double check. Nope, nothing. I'm gonna cut these pieces of grass anyway. I wonder if they thought that most players wouldn't be able to make this jump here, or maybe they did because that guy spawns on this spot, so maybe they I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. It's kind of one of those decisions where I could see it either way. Like the person who worked on that room, I could see them just like being like, oh, here's a diagonal thing, whatever, because they planned for you to go the long way. But I could also see the person who designed that room being like, oh, I'm gonna put this like diagonal spot here because you can make that jump if you know, if you like are decent with the Rock's Feather, so it'll be like a cool little trick. Anyway, we have 444 rupees, so I'm probably going to get hit by like a flying ice cream truck in the next few minutes and die. Flying Cuckoo. Flaps when held, otherwise it's dangerous. Is it though? I don't remember it. I don't feel like it attacks you. So I wanted to look up. Isn't it, am I crazy or is it always with 1-0? Because it is Cuckoo. That is technically the pronunciation. I've always said cuckoo. Maybe that's why I'm like Mandela affecting myself. Because I always say cuckoo even though it's Cuckoo. So I always forget that there's only 1-0. I think according to the fucking Zelda wiki, it's just 1-0. Oh wait, hold on. In Ocarina of Time, is this apparently okay? It says, oh, Ocarina of Time. They're called Mezamashidori, but I'm wondering if that's only specifically referring to certain Cuckoos. Wait. Cuckoo, but wait, the pronunciation is in English is Cuckoo. Hold on, hold the fuck on. In Link's Awakening, the Minish Cap, and Breath of the Wild, apparently, according to the wiki, which can't always be trusted, in Japan they're called Coco, not Cuckoo. Anyway, apparently in Ocarina of Time, They're at least sometimes referred to as Mezamashi Dori, which means alarm clock rooster. In Chinese, they're apparently called Guguji in Breath of the Wild. I'm sure Nemo could maybe tell you why. In Dutch, they're called Kuko. In French, they're called Kuko. French-Canadian, sorry. In European French, they're called Coquette. In Breath of the Wild, at least. In German, apparently they're called Hun, H-U-H-N in Breath of the Wild. In Italian, they're called Coco. In Korean, they're called Coco. In Russian, they're called Coco. And in Spanish, they're called Cuco. With one C or two, depending on the game, apparently. Neat. Ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, what the fuck? I forgot that the Link to the Past Dark World Kukos are like skeletons, and I just found out that there's apparently artwork of it that I've never seen before. Here you go. Here's from the wiki. A straight link to the image, so you don't have to go looking through the wiki page, but... Huh. Neat. And then there's the Cerulean Kukos, but they're just different colored Kukos. They look more like vultures, if anything. Hold on, I'm finding like cool artwork I've never seen before. Oh wait. I don't know if this is official artwork though. It's so hard to tell sometimes. Because they have a link on the wiki to some like a cute piece of art. And it just says, here, I'll link. Here's the art I'm talking about now. It's like, for those that don't want to click, or Link's like roasting a thing over a fire. No, this can't be official. Wait, no, because you can't you get... Yeah, you can get the Wolf Link as a dog, companion, I forgot. Anyway, Link's like roasting I guess a fucking giant Kuko over a fire, and he's got a Kuko on his head, a squirrel on his shoulder, another squirrel on his lap, frog next to him, Wolf Link next to him, and then there's like a guardian watching from the background. Anyway, but it doesn't like credit anyone. It just says artwork of a Kuko resting upon Link's head from Breath of the Wild. So I don't know if this is official artwork or not. Like from one of the people who worked on the game. It doesn't credit them for some reason. Lazy ass. Wiki of people. The fuck? There's a dark Kuko with like black feathers and glowing red eyes from Hyrule Warriors. That's interesting. I don't remember that. And I played through Hyrule Warriors. The first one. Weird. Anyway. That was today's tangent, I guess. A fucked up version. Alright. Anyway. Yeah, we gotta grab this guy. It says it's dangerous. I assume that that's just referring to the whole... Because this was after... Oh, right, I forgot. You have to like mash A, but it doesn't tell you that. So it's easy to just like not know what you're doing there. This is after Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask, when they introduced the whole like, if you attack Kukos, they'll like gang upon you. Actually, did they introduce that in what? They might have introduced that in Link to the Past. Because that's when Kukos got introduced in the first place. I don't remember though, because I mostly stick to the 3D games, and I don't even remember the last time I played through Link to the Past. I think it's a thing they probably commissioned and sent out on their Twitter. Probably. I noticed that too, and I was kind of thinking that, like, that doesn't feel like... I don't feel like it would be called that if it was, like, part of, like, an official book or something. But then I forgot about it because I got distracted. Okay, the auto fire came in handy. Let's go. Oh wait, I don't have the key though. Shit. I forgot about the key. Rip. Okay. Ow. Dude, fuck off. I think we need to make it spring again. There's life legs here during the spring. Weird. Makes you wonder about the ecology of life legs. Do they only come out? Do they not like the winter? Is that why there's no like in the winter? Maple! Pretty sure she can drop a ring that's called like the maple ring or something that makes her more likely to pop up. But she has not dropped it yet. Got it. Ooh. Gotcha. Anyway, is there a stump over here? I don't remember. Ah! No. I don't remember. I feel like there is a stump around here somewhere. But I don't remember where it's at. Maybe we have to get down here? How do I get down there? I don't know. I feel like this is why I usually don't beat this part, because I get here and I forget what to... I always forgot what to do, and I bet you that's why I don't remember anything about this area now. Because I would normally just give up here. There's Moosh.
Sniff. Sniff, sniff. There's a spring banana tree up there, but until the rock flowers bloom in spring, I can't climb up to it.
Can nothing be done? Bro, they're bloomed right now. What are you talking about? Blooming like fucking blooming onions. Oops. Come on. Ah. Music to my ears. Anyway. Let's get that fucking banana. Oh, banana. I'm a fucking pro.
You got a spring banana. Sure smells sweet.
Bet that fucker... I bet a single banana off this thing is at least a good, like, 30, 35 carbs.
You brought me a spring banana. Is it for me? I'll happily accept. So tasty. That was great. I am Moosh. You fed me, so I'll help you. I'll give you a ride anywhere. Tap A to hover. Or hold A to save power for a ground pound, but water is my weakness. The shallow stuff is one thing, but I can't take deep water, so be careful.
Yeah, so if you just tap A, he basically does the Rock's Feather jump. But if you hold A... Oh, wait, no. I thought it was... Oh, yeah, you tap A. Duh. So if you press A once, he does the Rock's Feathers jump. If you jump and then... is the fruit thing just for who you get first in the trio? It's for who you can call whenever you want. Hold on. So... you see how like all this stuff is like full of water, like this area here specifically is like covered, all these tiles have a bunch of water on them. If you get Ricky, it's just like plains and like cliffs and stuff, because Ricky can jump up cliffs, sides, and he can jump over pits, which you don't really need him for the pits because he can only jump a one tile pit. You only need him for that to get to the third dungeon, Poison Moth Cave or whatever. But you do need him to get up certain cliffs and stuff. If you pick Dimitri, it's flooded, like the way it is now. And if you pick Moosh, it looks like this, where there's a bunch of areas with like these big like conglomerations of like pits and like weird shapes and stuff, where it's like there's no way for you to get across this with just the Rock's Feather. Like you would have to have Moosh. I don't actually know how many of these you could get across with the cape later, but you know. The big problem I would say with the partners is that one, so like this is like a good like 60, 70, not counting the Sunken City where you meet Dimitri if you don't have his flute. So if you don't get Ricky's flute, you still need him for this area here. If you don't get Dimitri's flute, you still need him for the Sunken City here. And if you don't get Moosh, you still need him for the mountain area here to get to dungeon. So you need Ricky to get to dungeon 3, Dimitri and Moosh to get to dungeon 4. Regardless, like that is just true. Always. But what happens is if you don't get a flute beforehand, then the game automatically has Ricky give you his flute after you get over to where Poison Moth Cave is at. If you get Dimitri's flute, then instead you meet Dimitri in like an area near Poison Moth Cave instead of meeting him at the flooded thingy. And in the same vein, you meet Moosh over by Poison Moth Cave if you get his flute instead of meeting him up in the mountains here. So yeah, basically it just determines who you have, and there's like a chunk of Holodrum that's like, I'd say about a fifth of it is like, not counting the areas where you meet them regardless and need them regardless, but counting that little middle area, it's like somewhere from like a sixth to a fifth of the map that changes depending on which flute you have. And if you don't have any flute by the time you get to that point in the game, then you miss out on anyone other than Ricky. So Ricky's kind of the default, so like in the Zelda dungeon walkthrough, it assumes you get Ricky because he's the default. And like, I assume it's the same. So it sounds like a system that adds a lot of replayability, right? But it doesn't really. Because this is like a pretty short game, and it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So probably about like 20-ish tiles out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Is it 16 by 16? I assume. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was being generous by saying a 6th or a 5th, honestly. It's like probably not even 15% of the map. It changes. So it adds replayability specifically for the time, the areas leading up to Dungeon 3 and Dungeon 4, but not really for any other part of the game. So it's one of those things that's really cool on paper, but I wish they had executed it better. And also, like I said, Ricky gets, once you go to Poison Moth, why did I do that? Poison Moth Cave and get the Rock's Feather, Ricky is basically useless unless you get his flute, and then you need to call him every now and then to get every once in a blue moon to go up a cliff or something. Dimitri becomes basically useless once you get the flippers, aside from going up waterfalls, which again you would just call him every once in a blue moon when you needed to go up a waterfall. And Moosh becomes useless because I think this next dungeon gives you the Rock's Cape. It either gives you the cape or the slingshot, actually. I think it might be slingshot now that I think about it. I think this is a dungeon where you fight Wilma as the final boss. I'm trying to remember. Anyway, once you get the Rock's Cape, Moosh becomes obsolete because you can jump over big gaps by yourself. The only time you would need him is for like really big gaps, especially ones where they're like L-shaped or something. So they lose a lot of their viability once you reach a certain part of the game, which is why I was saying I think if you were to pick a partner who's going to be viable for the longest period of time, it would be Moosh. Because the Rock's Cape is the last of those items that you get. Dancing Dragon Dungeon. Whoa. Maybe this isn't where you fight. I thought it was, but I could be remembering wrong. Because it's water. It's kind of like water themed. So now I'm like not totally sure, but I'm pretty sure it is. I'll be able to tell soon. If we see any areas that require the slingshot. The slingshot in this game is actually pretty cool in a sense, in that it builds in a really neat way on the Ocarina of Time slingshot, where in the Ocarina of Time, nice. I don't think there's a bomb wall here. In Ocarina of Time, you use the Deku seeds. But in this game, you still use seeds, but because you have the seed satchel, you throw these seeds. So if you throw like an ember seed, you could light a torch on fire from far away, for instance. I think the only two you actually ever have to use in this game are the scent seeds and the ember seeds. But even the scent seeds, I'm not totally sure about. I think the main thing the scent seeds do is they'll draw enemies over to it. Oh, I remember why I was thinking the scent seeds were useful. Because I think you can use any seed. So the thing about the slingshot is that you use it to hit like there's like switches and stuff from far away, like the switches that change the cart paths. And I think I would, anytime I did play this far, I would use the scent seeds to hit them, because they're like, the scent seeds and the mystery seeds are like the most, I guess, useless in a sense, for the most part. I'm sure there are probably people who are good at this game that could argue why the scent seeds are super good and how to properly use them, kind of like how I am with Deku Nuts in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, where a lot of people will be like, I beat this game and I literally never used Deku Nuts, because they technically are optional, but they're really good. Anyway, I'm trying to remember how to do this. I feel like it was weird. 5, 6, 7. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's like a trick to this, I feel like, but I don't remember what it is. Oh, I remember it. Okay. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't know. I think it's a neat idea. It's I wouldn't really call it like that cool of an item per se. Wait, did I fuck up? I thought I did it, but I think I fucked up. I remember this fucking with me. Or maybe you can stand on the last one as Link. Maybe that's the trick. Let's try that first. Anyway, I don't know. It's a neat way to build upon like an item that already exists in a way that fits with this game's unique mechanic. So I always thought it was cool, like conceptually. They give you a similar item in Ages, but I believe that it does something where it shoots like it shoots out 3 seeds in like one forward and then 1 diagonal left, 1 diagonal right, basically. I think is the thing there. And this game's more focused around like combat and like reflex stuff. So a lot of the like challenges and quote-unquote puzzles will rely on you like getting a certain timing down. But in Ages, it's a lot more like there are a lot more puzzles where you can kind of like stand there and just it's so long as you're standing in the right spot, it doesn't really matter if your timing's right. But the puzzles are trickier. Anyway, so I remember, from what I remember, a lot of the like maybe not necessarily the initial one or anything, but like I do remember there's at least a handful of things where you're gonna be like on a cart and you have to time your slingshot shot just right to hit a switch, and if you fuck up you have to like ride the cart back and do it all over again until you get it right. So yeah, what did that do? Oh, it opened the door. Anyway, I don't know. It's neat stuff, I think. I prefer the 2D games, but I definitely think that some of these I definitely prefer the 3D games, but I definitely think some of the 2D games have like really cool ideas in them. Does it matter which way I go? I guess it does. Whoop. Oh fuck, I tried to jump over him. Yeah, oh god, damn it. That's so like this game being like reflex and action heavy is why there's so many like these like fucking annoying ass 2D sections. And I feel like they're not where you have to platform and time everything right. Oh god damn it. So the really annoying thing about the Roc's Feather that I mentioned before, especially in these 2D sections, is if you're like not moving, Link will do part of his jump. Oh god, I forgot about this Mega Man section here. Oh god damn it. Fuck. So like Link will do part of the jump and then you can move, but if you're moving then that doesn't happen. So it's kind of, it's not inconsistent, it's actually very consistent, but it feels inconsistent because sometimes you'll swear that like it'll feel like you hit I don't know what you would even need to like that. I guess on the Game Boy it was probably harder to see in here. Give it a posture check and the Golpies creep over. I do think, if I remember right, the mini-boss does require you to light torches. I think it's the Poe Sisters, and you have to light torches to be able to do any damage. Oh, god damn it. Hmm. Cool. Hmm. I should go through these pots to see if I can get any hearts out of them. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Go away. There's one. Hmm. Oh, here we go. Oh god! I fell for the trap! Okay, well we have the dungeon map now. So this is the whole last dungeon. It's kind of big actually, because it's 3 floors. Oh. Also there's like an interesting thing, aside from like that one room to the left of the one that the cursor's on right now. All the rooms that show up are, well no, that's not true. There's one, oh, the one above this and the one to the left exist on both the top and bottom floors too. Okay. Never mind. I was gonna, for a second it looked like the dungeon was set up so there weren't any of those, and I was gonna say that would require a seemingly fairly annoying amount of planning, or at least like an extra bit of planning that I would appreciate, but it's not the case. Never mind, fuck those guys. Also, on a similar note, I've heard that, I think it was Metal Gear Solid 1 specifically, I don't know if they did this on other ones, and I don't even know if it's true, to be fair. I just feel like I heard it somewhere. That, for MGS1, Kojima and his team used, like, Legos or something to, build the areas so that they could, like, make sure everything made sense in, like, a 3D space. I think they built the whole complex. Oops. I fucked up. Like, so, god damn it. Okay, I can hit this with my boomerang, I think. Yeah. So that way, like, every area connected together properly too. But it was pretty cool, I thought. Because like in a similar vein, like if I was gonna make like a 2D game like this, I would want to like map the entire world out. Granted, I guess I don't know. It's definitely easier, I imagine, but like I still feel like you could have some like impossible space if you fucked up. Like it would be easy to have the player, especially in a game where the player doesn't have a map. It'd be easy to like go up 2 right, 1 up, 1 left, and then like that's one room. But if you go up 1 and then right 1, even though those are in the same space, they're separate rooms because you didn't like plan it. If you're not careful, it would be easy to like have stuff overlap like that. But I mean, I've made dungeons for D&D, and I always, it depends on the dungeon. Sometimes I'll lay out like a full ass 3D space, but like I kind of realized over time that unless the players are getting a map of like basically every room, then you don't actually have to like make it make sense in 3D space. Because if most rooms are like, or in like my next campaign, I'm only going to use like maps or visuals if I absolutely feel like I have to. Because I kind of prefer theater. Oh god, I forgot the green ones do the jumpy thing on top of you, like ground pound. I prefer theater of mind personally, and I feel like I don't know, I feel like a lot of times whenever I use maps and visuals, it's easy to get like really lazy about it, that type of stuff. It's like, oh, there's a map, so I don't have to do anything interesting. The map, it's like almost as if like there comes like this assumption that like, well, I worked on a map thingy, and the map itself makes the area more interesting inherently. But I kind of like, I don't know, the idea of like forcing myself to actually get better at describing areas in interesting ways instead of just making a map. Because I spend, even if I only spend like 10 minutes on a map, that's 10 less minutes that I'm gonna spend making the area interesting in like a descriptive way. So, I don't know. It's personal preference thing. I just always kind of prefer theater of mind. God damn it. Shield wasn't in the right spot. Okay. Are there more of those guys? Maybe. Maybe not. Another keys. No. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice. I was expecting to fuck that up my first time through. Anyway, I don't know. But yeah. When you're making a 3D game, especially I imagine on like the PS1, I almost would argue that like people probably were like video game designers, especially ones like Kojima, were probably especially like anal and whatnot about like making sure that 3D spaces made complete and perfect sense in every way, like to the point of, you know, using Legos and stuff to build the sets ahead of time. Although I guess to be fair, nowadays, come back, I love you, thank you. Nowadays, I guess you could argue that like they'd probably just build all the spaces in like a 3D software or something, and then they would just like, I don't know. I would be curious to like go through some 3D games though and be like, because there's a lot of 3D games where the space doesn't make sense. Right, which is fine. Like, I'm not gonna like say that that's necessarily terrible. Greater speed, get greater distance. I forgot about that actually. So that makes Moosh less useful by default because you can get across bigger area. You can. Well, Moosh is still decently useful. Ricky is, if you already know about this mechanic, Ricky is completely fucking useless once you have Pegasus seeds and the Rock's Feather. I forgot about the mechanic, which means I actually was thinking that Ricky was like, well, I don't know, he's like, it doesn't actually make him less useful because he can't jump two things in a way, but it is like the fact that Link on his own can jump 2 blocks, probably 3 if you like do it right. Oh, yep, okay, we gotta get the, we gotta shoot those with the slingshot. Okay, I think the next dungeon is where you get the cape, then. Here's the deal, 10 Ember Seeds. No, I think I'm good on Ember Seeds. I wonder if the designers knew how, like, how easy it was to get rupees and how many rupees the player was gonna have. Which is a common Zelda problem in general, that, like, it's so easy to have way too many rupees. And then just not have any reason to use them. So like having like, instead of having a bunch of things that give you Ember Seeds for freebie around the areas you need them, they throw you that guy to like get you to buy some. Oh, it's Aghanim, right? Not, I think it was the Poe Sisters. Maybe that's the next dungeon. Or maybe that's Link's Awakening and I'm crazy. Okay, anyway. How do I tell which one is the real one? I don't remember. Oh, he has a shadow, right? Hold on, I'm gonna save state in case we die. Whoop. Okay, if you get to him fast enough, he won't shoot his thingy, but you have to get to him pretty fast. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, you can't even hit the real one, even if the lights are off. Even if you know which one's which. God damn it. Gotcha, bitch. Also, I think for I was kind of flicking through the wiki when I was getting sprites and looking at like characters and enemies and stuff. And I think in the English version, he's technically called Aganimu because in the his Japanese name would be Aganimu. But it's supposed to be Aghanim, as in like the guy from like the guy that Ganon is disguising himself as in Link to the Past. Like pretty much every language calls him Aghanim except English for some reason. I guess they didn't realize. What do you even say? What you seek is in the eye. Thanks. I'm not sure if he's talking. Is he talking about that chest, like two spots above me? Is that supposed to be the eye? Or I don't know. I don't remember what that hint is for. Anyway. Cool. I think I'm pretty good on stuff. So. Okay. Okay. So now they introduce switches and stuff that you can't hit unless you have the slingshot. And then of course we're about to get the slingshot. The whole idea being that you see those switches and you can't hit them, and then you get the slingshot and you're like, oh, I also forgot these like yellow guys throw bones. It's neat. And then we have a fucking call it Beamos here. Bitch ass Beamos. Ow. Stop. Stop. Bitches. Ow, fuck. Nice. Okay. Ow, I thought I was safe. Push. Fuck off. Oh god. Oh god. Fuck you. Nice. I got the slingshot. Choose your seeds and take aim. Kinky. I'm gonna PQRS. So we need to move all these things over. The slingshot, go here. Wait, HIJKLMNO. Right. So it would actually go here. Cool. Alright. Alright, okay. Okay. There we go, there's one. I think that's also how you get this here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Oh fuck. I remember these blitz roads being annoying. Oh god, I didn't mean to go back. Alright. We're just gonna run past these guys, unless I have to kill them. Maybe I do. Because there's got to be something in here, right? But I don't see nothing. Oh, it's a door up there. That's what it is. Ow. I don't think you can block their attacks, actually. Unless you have the level 2 shield. Go. Die. Alright. Let's pop these fucking pots open. Ah! I will say, I feel like I'm having a slightly easier time, because I feel like in a lot of my other playthroughs, I will ignore the pots. And I won't, like, check under them constantly, but this playthrough, I've been, like, very good about checking the pots for items and stuff. So I'm getting a lot of, like, replenishments on my stuff. Fuck you. Okay, I kind of figured that was the wrong way, because I kind of figured we would need to do the other spot first, but since I accidentally came back this way, I figured I might as well go ahead and check if that was what we need to do first. Oops. Oh, I did the seed satchel. Maybe. I was wondering why it was defaulted to the Pegasus seeds, because I was like, I wasn't using Pegasus seeds before. Oh shit, I fucked up. Well, no, I fucked up. There's literally nothing here. I thought maybe there'd be at least like something. God damn it. The one annoying part about that room is the keys will get in the way and block your shots. Nice, there we go. Haha. Thought those pots were like-likes, and I was like, god damn. Can't believe they put 3 like-likes right next to each other. Like, right up against that ledge. Also, there's a surprising amount of, like, 3D space to consider in this game, because, like... Or, oh, why did I do that? Oh, god damn it. Well, specifically when it comes to, like pot throwing, for instance. Like, if you throw up... Oh wait, I need a key for that too? Oh shit. I don't remember the key I need right now is then. Damn. Okay, well now I'm not sure where to go. Maybe to that chest right there? Because that's the only chest we haven't opened. So I need to go up here. Probably a thing I needed the slingshot for and I forgot about. Yeah. Oh wait, what is this? Oh wait, is this it? Or not? Ah, I see, I see, I see. I gotta go through there and light all those torches, I think, and then the key will drop there, and then I'm gonna come back and get it. Hey Octo, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. We're on the 4th dungeon. We got the slingshot. Alright. Ooh, trick shot. Let's go. Fucking bean pasta? Nice. What kind of pasta? Yeah, that's how you do that. That's how you do it, baby. First fucking try. Let's go. Get away from me. Yeah. Nice. Alright. Seafood fettuccine alfredo. Oh fuck yeah! I love seafood and fettuccine alfredo, and I love them together. So I hope you're enjoying it. All right. What did this drop? I don't. Nothing, I guess. All right. I'm gonna go take a pee break. And then we'll go finish up the dungeon. So, BRB. Okay, we are back. Let's go, Mario. Thank you. Alright, let's see if I can kill all these keys real quick. Or at least most of them. That's 3 out of 4. I'll take it. Oh, god damn it. Fuck! My spacing was off. Fuck! Oh, what the fuck was that? Hold on, let me kill this Keese while I'm over here. Actually, let me check these pots as well. For a potential heart? Nope, okay. Yaha! I don't know what I'm gonna need in here. There we go. That's what it meant by the eye. Weeby! So true. Glad to weeby. Weeby to BB. Wait, that is correct. That was what I wanted to do. No hearts. How dare you, game? Alright, 71 today just on pasta? God damn, that's a lot of pasta. I hope it lasts you a while. So do we need to go to that room I haven't been in and then drop, I'm guessing? How do I get back upstairs? I don't even remember. It doesn't show you which rooms have stairs or anything. I see. Well, nevertheless, I hope the pasta was good. Don't I need a key for one of these areas? I thought I did. Also, again, I don't remember where the... Oh god. Do not remember where the stairs are. Oh, here's some stairs. Maybe this is where I gotta go. Yeah, I guess. What's over here? Ah! Rude ass. No. Oh, I just haven't been in here in general. There's something in here. I think there's a small key in here. So I remember we went past the Riz Robe. Past the Riz Robe. Fucking rizzing me up. Damn mages. Always seducing me. Yeah. Past the Wizrobe room, there was that one locked door. I forgot about until just now. Cool. And come on, you're not gonna give me anything? You motherfuckers. Oh, that. Time to go back. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Right. Should I kill these guys just so I can get these pots? Oh, rude. It's not gonna be worth it if there's nothing in them because I just took damage. Well, I need to put that back on, so it's fine. Come on, thank you. 1 heart. Come on, give me another one. Give me another one. One more. Or a fairy. Hey, okay, you know what? Good enough. That was very much a net positive. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Now we need to go back to the wizard room. You fucker. For some reason I thought that the... Hey. Where's the wizard room? Oh, it's south, right? I thought that the block would stop it. I forgot that a lot of enemy projectiles would just go over blocks. That's it. Need a drink. Mm-hmm. Where does this take me? Does it take me to the front of the dungeon? It does. In that case, I'm gonna walk out and get healing before we continue, because this is gonna take us to the boss. Yeah, I know what level it is. I've been in here before. You're not gonna tell me every time. It's nice of the game to give you 3 free hearts, just like right outside, though. Alright. Let's save. Cool. Now I need to go to the left. I remembered. Blam. Alright, cool. I wonder if you're intended to use the slingshot on these guys or not. I feel like it wouldn't be worth it. I don't know. Oh god, that guy almost spawned on top of me. I feel like taking the time to line up a slingshot attack would not really make it that much easier anyway. I also don't know, like, does the slingshot do the same amount of damage as the sword, the level 1 sword? I have no idea. I would think so. But that's coming from me, my knowledge is like an Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask person. Where like the weakest sword does 1 damage. So like a lot of the weaker weapons do the same damage as the base sword. But if we had one of the upgraded swords, it would be different. Ooh. Ow. Fuck. Fucking anti-fairies. Can you... I wonder if you can, like, do the magic powder trick type thing with them in this game, but with one of the seeds. I don't know if I've ever tried. Yeah, I got a heart. It's fine. Okay. I'm assuming we gotta hit something from across the gap. Oh, we gotta hit these. Nice. Oh. Yeah, this bigger room is actually kind of nice because it causes these guys to be less likely to spawn right next to each other. It makes them a little easier to fight. Oh god, oh god. I almost got hit. Die. Alright, let's see if I can get any hearts out of these pots. And get to full health before we start moving forward again. There's one, there's two. Come on, top me out, baby. One more heart for the road. As we're getting close to the boss room. Ooh, a fairy. Hell yeah. Oop, wait. There we go. Well, let me put these on. Okay. Oh god, Jesus fucking Christ. That was scary. Okay. Save state, so we can just start at the boss again. Goma! What's up, babe? Long time no see. Ow. Ah. Ah! Get off me! I remember her being really hard. Ah. Ah. As you can see. Fuck. I need to put this on then. Because you can do that. Oh, I figured it out. Okay, never mind. Maybe she's not that hard. Maybe I just never did it the right way. There's a fair chance I literally never thought to do this. Oh god. Come on. Die. Aha! Gotcha. First try, let's go. I remember that giving me way more trouble on other attempts in the past, so I'm starting to think I just never thought to like use the Rock's Feather to jump out of the way, because that was, once that came to mind, I think I get hit once versus the like 4 times I get hit before that. Anyway. Cool. You got the Soothing Rain, an essence of nature bathed in drops of soothing rain, shoots grow into saplings. Hey Melkor, how you doing? Welcome. I don't know if you saw, but we named Bippin and Bopin's baby after you. Oh, Fling, I too grow in might under the soothing rain. I had another vision just now. I saw a lake shaped like eyeglasses. Oh. Lazy ass tree. And the other game, basically Vancouver's essence. Yes, exactly. In the other game, we get a tree that wants to fuck us, which is way cooler. I don't remember where we need to go. Which when you started? Oh, sorry. I was not doing anything Sunday, so I was like, let's go crazy and start today. Hold on. Go to the next thingy so I can see where we're supposed to be going. Oh wait, is this where we need to get all the jewels to get into Tarmor ruins? It might be. I know we go get Autumn next. Trying to scroll down to see. Because the first thing on this part of the walkthrough was like, have you gotten the pyramid jewel yet? And I forgot about those. Okay. Dive in the water just outside of level 4 and swim through the cavern to grab the jewel. I gotta go back up there. Fuck. Fun out of bounds glitches. Nice. It's like some wacky speedrun stuff. I've never seen a speedrun of Splatoon 3, actually. That guy just fucking killed himself. Wacky. Did you guys know there's a movie called The World's Greatest Dad starring Robin Williams? Wherein, and it's really fucked up. Because, if I remember right, you know, the thing that Robin Williams did, I believe, was done with a belt. And anyway, the premise of the movie is that Robin Williams' character is a teacher. I think he might be a substitute teacher? I don't remember. Anyway, he's having trouble, like, get with his son, blah blah blah. Son and dad don't get along very well. Son, like, anyway, the son really likes jerking off, and he learns about autoerotic asphyxiation. So he accidentally game overs himself with a belt tied to his like closet door or something. And Robin Williams' character like finds his son like that and realizes what it was because he died, you know, jerking it. And whatchamacallit? How do I get oh shit, that's how you get that. Okay. Wait, is it still spring? I don't know what time of fucking year it is. No, I don't think so. Oh, it is. Okay, cool. I couldn't tell because the mountains look weird. Anyway, he finds a son. I did not realize that going in those pauses the game. Because it like, his seeds like pause midair when I went in the flower. Weird. And he's like, well, I don't want people to know my son died like that. So the dad is like an English teacher, or if he was a sub, he like majored in English. I don't remember. Anyway, he's like really into poetry and stuff. So he like writes like this really like poetic and really well written unalive note, pretending that his son wrote it. And everyone's like, oh my god, that was so like it, because his son wasn't popular at all, but like after the note gets out, everyone, because it's an unalive note, everyone like takes it a little more seriously, and everyone's like, oh my god, like they're basically like, even the dad wrote it secretly, but everyone thinks the kid wrote it. So everyone's like, oh my god, like I didn't know that he was like, I never knew this side of him, blah blah blah. And like everyone like suddenly like gives a shit about the kid. He's like, it becomes like a huge thing around the school, and then Robin Williams' character, the dad, starts getting a ton of like attention as well. Especially from like this one other teacher who he was into. She was like fucking the gym teacher or the math teacher. Oh, there's the ring! Hold on. No. Got it. Okay. Nice. But now he gets with this teacher that he had a thing for. I don't remember what she taught. Who cares? The whimsical ring. Sword damage down. Oh, sometimes deadly. No, I thought it was going to be the ring that makes Maple appear more often. Wah. Yeah, so then he starts begging the teacher instead of the other guy. Anyway, yeah. It becomes like a big thing, and it gets like, it goes to like absurdly over the top levels. You know. It's not very funny. It's like funny, and it's one of those movies that like any bits that are funny are less of like a you laugh and more of a like, oh yeah, I get it. Like that's clever, or that's kind of funny. You know what I mean? Anyway, but yeah, that's a movie that he was in, and I think it only came out like a couple years before Robin Williams died, so. It was weird because I watched that movie before that happened, and I remember when I heard about how he did it, I was like, oh my god. Like, that's... Holy shit, I just saw this movie, like, last year. So, yeah. It was something. Certainly something. Why did I even remember that? I don't know. Oh well. There you go. That's a thing. A not so fun fact. Yeah, I was also sad when that happened. I like Robin Williams. He was a funny dude. I remember that because his daughter is named Zelda. I got money. Let's go. Is that where I need to go? I don't remember. Oops. Well, I feel like that's a thing every time something like that happens with someone who's like known for being a big comedian. I don't really know if I put as much truth in this as a lot of people seem to, but it's always that thing of like people who are more likely to take their own lives, or people who tend to seem a lot more upbeat and stuff. But I feel like personally I find that to be, I feel like that's just like a common misconception that a lot of people have, I think. I think it's kind of like a bias thing where it's like, if somebody's sad all the time and they do that, why did I do that? Ow. Then it doesn't seem as crazy. Or is unexpected, I guess. But so it stands out more when somebody seemed like they were always like happy and funny and hahaha. Where's the I forget where the entrance. Oh wait, it was down there. I'm dumb. Or am I? I don't know. Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, I was just supposed to swim to it. I forgot. Yeah, I like them as Aladdin too. A lot of people don't know because Dan Castellaneta replaced him because he didn't. So Disney fucked over Robin in the way. So like from what I know, he had like a thing in his contract where that was supposed to limit how much they used his character in the advertising. But like Disney loopholed it in like an annoying way, and he got kind of mad about it. They were very literal about that. But anyway, so he didn't want to reprise his role in the second movie, and he didn't reprise his role in Kingdom Hearts, which I don't really blame him. But he did come back for the third movie. I'm like 90% sure he played Genie in the third Aladdin movie. I'm sure a lot of you haven't seen any of the other Aladdin movies aside from the original, because they're direct to DVD. Or not direct to DVD, but direct to what you call it. VHS. I kind of wish he had been the genie in Kingdom Hearts. Not to shit on Dan Castellaneta, but like having the original guy play the genie would have been fun. I don't know. I have never seen Mrs. Doubtfire. I don't watch a lot of movies. I prefer to read. So I really... The fact that I know Robin Williams and I have an actual like strong opinion on him, I think says a lot, because there are a lot of famous actors where it's like, who? You mentioned them by name and I'm like, who the fuck is that? I have no idea who that is. That's fine. I'll probably never watch it unless somebody actively sits me down and makes me watch it. Everyone went to gather rocks at the temple. I don't think I've ever heard any of my friends talk about Mrs. Doubtfire, so I don't know if it's going to be a movie they'll ever get me to sit down and watch. Do we just go straight to the temple now? Can't remember. I think so. What does it say? Up furnaces, Right. Okay. Shh, bam. Alright. Alrighty. Hiya. I mean, I know the premise. I just don't have any interest in watching it because I don't like sitting down and watching movies typically. I only watch movies with other people. I don't have the attention span to put on a movie and sit through the whole thing. Is it? Wait. No, this is summer. I like reading because I can like read for like 2 minutes, or I can read for like 20 or 30 or an hour. I can read for as little as much as I want, depending on the mood I'm in. Yeah, we do those every now and then. We'll do one in April. I'm probably gonna do Big Top Burger for that one though. At least the first season. I don't remember. I feel like I looked it up and neither of the seasons was particularly long, so I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I feel like I'm in the minority in general. I've very much become. Oh, okay. Then I might do something else that night as well. Then I don't know. After a certain point, I feel like the movie nights are slowly going to turn into rewatching, like things I've already seen, but like haven't seen in a long time, and when I go back through. But we'll see. A Jones movie, and it was just so disgusted and bored the entire time. I've never seen an Indiana Jones movie. Anyway, but no, the older I get, the more I turn into one of those, nah, the book was better, or the manga was better type people. The only thing that comes to my mind off the top of my head where I prefer the anime in terms of manga is Yu Yu Hakusho, but I think part of that's also because I grew up with the anime, and there's a lot of parts of the anime that I'll admit, it's like, oh, they padded this out super bad and it's kind of annoying. And this part specifically was better than in the manga. Actually, I'd argue that everything post Dark Tournament is better than the manga, but the Dark Tournament is also peak Yu Yu Hakusho, so the anime wins because it has the better Dark Tournament overall. IMO. But again, I'm biased because I grew up with the anime and I've seen, it's like one of the only animes I've watched more than like a couple times, and most of the animes I've seen a couple times are short as hell. Like Toradora I've seen 3 times. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood I've seen twice, but one of those was because I got my mom to watch it. Whoa. I've seen Chainsaw Man anime twice, but I've also read the manga 3 times. So, and again, I watched Chainsaw Man the second time because I got my parents to watch it, not because I was doing it on my own time. This one's purple. Why is this one purple? Okay, I was willing to accept the magenta statue for spring, but why is the autumn one purple? I am the spirit of autumn. My turn has come. They say fall is lonely, but no, pits are filled with fallen leaves and mushrooms are ripe for picking. When shadows fall on Hyrule, a hero shall appear. Is that hero you? Then I grant you autumn's power. Thanks, sexy fairy. Alright, we've got the autumn breeze. We have all 4 fucking elements. Seasons, whatever. This is all the help we can offer you. Oh, courageous youth, Din and all Holodrum are counting on you. Cool. Anyway, so like examples of like I read this and I'm probably never gonna watch the movie, show, anime, whatever adaptation. Game of Thrones. I've read all the Song of Ice and Fire books and I have no intention of watching the show. Partly because they fucked up the ending, so I'm like, why start the show if I'm gonna hate the ending? Because I'm probably going to get annoyed by some of the good parts, because I'm going to be like, yeah, this is kind of cool, I guess, but it was better in the book. And then, so if I don't know, I'm definitely going to hate the ending. Actually, I saw a good chunk of the final episode, and even though the last 2 books aren't even out, I could still be like, that's dumb because this, that doesn't make sense because of that, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. Like, why did Arya kill the dude? I don't fucking... That was dumb. I don't know. Maybe if we actually get the last 2 books, and that does happen in the books, maybe there'll be, like, some good build-up for why that happens. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Apparently, from what George has said about Winds of Winter, it's gonna be like it's basically guaranteed to be the biggest book, which it better be if it's taken this long. George R. R. Martin knows that the show is the pinnacle of his career. A lot of people have said that, like, because the show happened, maybe he just doesn't want to finish, and he's just kind of like bullshitting people until he is of being old man. And that's why he did like the history prequel thingy Uh... And worked on Elden Ring and shit like that. Like, he's just, like, doing other things because he doesn't actually want to finish the series because he made all his money off of, you know, royalties from the show, so he's kind of like, whatever, fuck Song of Ice and Fire, I don't care anymore. And there's also, I've also heard, there's definitely people who think that, like, part of it was that the show happened, and then he realized people hated certain plot points and stuff that happened in the show, and he was like, oh shit, I was gonna do that exact same thing in the books, and now I have to completely rewrite the last 2 books from scratch. And but like, because he'd already written 5 books building up to those ideas, you know, it's taking him a long time to figure out how to, like, how he's gonna go about doing things differently. Wait, should I go get the thingies now, or should I get them later? Because we need, there's some, like, stuff we need to get. Okay. I'm gonna like slip or scroll through the walkthrough and see what it says. So the walkthrough is telling me to go get some of the jewels, so I'm gonna go focus on that for now. Because it'll be easier to just do it when the walkthrough tells me to, than have to go back through the walkthrough later and find the parts of the walkthrough that tell me where to go and how to get the stuff. Although this is the Zelda dungeon walkthrough, so they're pretty good. So honestly, whenever it gets to the Tarm Ruins part, it'll probably be like missing the jewels. Click on here, 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 and here to go to the fucking things that tell you how to get them. Because Zelda dungeon is very thorough. Zelda dungeon is 2 walkthroughs. What the Super Mario wiki is 2 wikis. And if for anyone who understands what that means, you know. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I feel like I guess I can't be like that mad about I don't know. I find it hard to be like as mad as a lot of other people that were about the Song of Ice and Fire books taking as long as they're taking. Because, like, I don't know. I'm caught up on One Piece, and I'm waiting for that. I'm watching as that slowly goes by week, and we get getting it one chapter at a time, yada yada yada, you know. I caught up on Homestuck during one of the bigger hiatuses, like right after the hiatus started. So I had to wait a while to get anything out of that. I got caught up on Berserk, like, not even a year before Miura passed away. Pretty sure it was, like, less than a year. Or... I don't know. And then I have other... even just, like, novel series, it's like... I'm caught up on the... Well, I don't remember... No, it hasn't come out yet. So I'm caught up. I found out about, I think it was last year. It was either last year or like late the year before, but I learned about the King Killer Chronicles, which is a book by Patrick Rothfuss, or it's a series by Patrick Rothfuss. And I got caught up on it, like, well, technically I just got caught up on it like a few months ago, because there was a spin-off book that I had to read that I didn't know was a thing that came out last year, I think. Anyway, and then there's going to be another spin-off book coming out this year, later this year. I think in like fall. And at first it was like, God damn it. Also because I feel like somebody came to like a stream when we were doing Dokapon, I think, and I mentioned, or King Killer Chronicle got brought up, and they were like, yeah, the author said that this is only because it's supposed to be a trilogy, but it has now, the trilogy has two of the 3 books, but also 2 spin-off books. And we don't know when the 3rd book in the trilogy is even coming. So, yeah, anyway. Where are we going? So it's kind of its own thing, but apparently the author has said that like this trilogy is only the first part of like the whole ass. It's gonna be like a much bigger, supposed to be a much bigger series, but I'm pretty sure it's kind of like, hold on, let me shoot this. Anyway, what's that? Let me check. Okay. A Song of Ice and Fire. All right, for George R. R. Martin's series, A Song of Ice and Fire, A Game of Thrones, the first book, came out in August of 1996. A Clash of Kings, the second book, came out in February 1999. A Storm of Swords came out in November 2000, not even 2 years later. A Feast for Crows came out in November 2005, pretty much exactly 5 years later. A Dance with Dragons came out in July 2011, 6 years later, and it has been, in July it will have been 13 years, no, 12 years, 13 years, yeah. So the series has been going for like 18 years, and we got most of the books in that first like half. Now granted, I can kind of understand why the later half of the series would would take longer, right? Because not only is he saying that Winds of Winter is going to be a very big book and by far the biggest book according to what he said, at least. But I can kind of see, like, this is the 6th out of 7 books. It needs to be good, but it also needs to like set up the ending in book 7 properly, and then writing book 7 is going to be its own thing. But like, book 6 has to be written with a complete understanding of what's going to happen in book 7, because book 6's job is going to be to set up book 7 properly so that book 7 can be a satisfying conclusion. So I can see why book 6 and book 7, because he probably has, while writing book 6, he probably also has to do a lot of work for what he's going to be doing in the future for book 7. So I can kind of see why it would take forever. Right. So like I can kind of get it, right? Because it's, again, like I said, it's not just about like with book 6 in the 7-book series. It isn't just about writing book 6. It's about writing book 6 and also properly giving book 7 the proper startup. What am I supposed to do here? I'll check in a second. I want to finish this rant. Anyway. So I kind of get it. I'm not gonna like get on his ass too much. I don't know if we'll get it or we won't. I'll be really sad if we don't, but I'm not gonna like, I don't know. I find it hard to be like so mad. Like, even if we never get book 5 or book 6 and 7, I liked books 1 through 5 a lot. So I still got a lot of enjoyment out of this guy's writing, and he has a lot of other. I haven't read the spin-off thingy, although I've heard it's more of like a historical thing. So So it probably is a lot drier of a read. But I've never read the spin-offs about the history of the Targaryens and stuff. Oh, shit. So maybe I'll read that. He has a lot of short stories too as well. I don't know. Anyway, but to go to the Kingkiller Chronicle by Patrick. So let's see the hold on. Apparently there's been a bunch of people who said they were gonna make like a shows or movies of the Kingkiller Chronicle, but it never happened. Apparently if we do get a movie, it's gonna be directed by Sam Raimi as of 2018. Also, the novella, which was later turned into the Kingkiller Chronicle, The Lightning Tree, was apparently edited by George R. R. Martin. Or he was one of the editors. The other person was Gardner Dozois? Dozois? I don't know that guy. Anyway, it doesn't have the layout of the books. Okay, so Name of the Wind was released in 2007, and The Wise Man's Fear, the second book, was released in 2011. Wait, did I say that right? First book was 2007, second book was 2011. So, again, it's been 13 years-ish. Let me check. Yeah. In March, it was released March 1st, 2011. So it's been over 13 years since the second book in the trilogy, was released. Apparently he's had a lot of personal life stuff. Anyway, again, it kind of goes like, if I get the third book, I'll be happy, even if he never writes anything else. Even if he says was intended at some point to write more of the world, I don't really care. I just want the third book, preferably. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, like I was saying, I don't know. It's hard to be like that mad, I guess, is my thing. Interesting shots. Use a mystery seed on the area of dirt resembling a question mark. Ah, that's what I gotta do. Okay. Interesting. That's very obtuse. Also, it doesn't even look like a question mark. If I'm looking at the right spot. Oh, it means these things. Oh, I guess it is a question mark. Okay, so I thought this was like a face of like a creature. So like this was like a long snout or something, and this was the eye. And this was like the back of the head. I did not see that as... I've never noticed that that was a question mark before. Oh, oh god. Oh god. Oh god. That fighting that little moldworm there is like the equivalent of like when you get to the end of Ice Cavern and a white wolfos pops up, and I just jump attack it in the tail one time and it dies. And it's like, that sure was a mini boss, I guess. Oh, neat. apparently I didn't know this either, actually, because I never go back to the Maka tree. And I definitely would never have thought to climb it again, but apparently if you go back and climb the Maku tree, now there's actually another area above where we got the Gacha seed, where there's 2 fairies every time you go in, if you need a health, like a quick and easy health refill. That's cool. Neat. There's 20 rupees in a chest. Is that really even worth getting? Link can now put his recently acquired members card to use. Did we even get the members card? I don't think I did, I'm gonna be honest. Okay. I guess I could... I don't know, whatever. I don't really care to 100% the game, especially considering that I'm gonna have to replay the game on the Switch version to do the Link stuff for whenever we do whatchamacallit, Link's Oracle of Ages in the future. Trying to scroll through to see where the next well, now it's just telling me to go to Unicorn's Cave. Wait, did I miss? I only have 2 of the thingies, right? Yeah. Did I miss them, or... Okay, well, I guess we'll worry about it when we get there. I guess I don't really feel like trying to do the whole last dungeon, so I guess we'll go to Unicorn's Cave. Or what you would have gotten when you do Ages. Yeah, but I wanna do a linked game, because you have to do a... So, like, if you do a linked game, you unlock, like, the true ending. Where you fight Ganon and save Zelda. Spoilers. But whatever. That's how most Zelda games end. And you can't do that unless you do a linked game, and I want to show that off. And I feel like if I'm going to do a linked game... Because I'm going to do a linked game regardless. Right. Like, I want to... Like, it... I don't have to... You don't have to 100% the game to do a linked game. You can do my very minimalist normal playthroughs and still do a linked game. So like 100%ing isn't required, but I want to do a linked game because I feel like that's half the fun. If I'm gonna play both of the games eventually, I may as well do it as a linked game, in my opinion at least. And it's just like, it's like a tiny little thing at the end, but it's not it doesn't take that much time, but it's like the true actual ending of the 2 games. I don't know. So I'm doing a linked game regardless, like that's happening. And my thing is, if I'm gonna do a linked game, then I may as well make time before that point to play through on the Switch version with the walkthrough open and 100% seasons, so as I can have as much carryover as possible to the playthrough of Ages. Because if I'm gonna have to play through the game again, the walkthrough will make it faster for any bits that I don't remember, and it may also give me some like tips in certain areas that I had trouble with. And like, here's the easy way to do it. And I'll be like, oh, I didn't even think of that. Cool. And again, it'll I don't remember what carries over specifically, because I haven't actually done the linked game before, which is also part of why I want to do it. But I've seen it, but I've never done it myself. What should we call it? I was gonna say something. I know the rings carry over, so if we get any good, if I get any particularly good rings during my playthrough, of seasons with the walkthrough open, which the walkthrough will be like, here's every gacha seed in the game, so I'm way more likely to get a lot of rings that'll carry over. And if we get any particularly good rings, then that'll be really helpful because that could give us an advantage early on, eventually. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can look up Oracle linked game. Linked game, Zelda Wiki. Linked games are accomplished via passwords, which allow the two games to interact. Linked games, linked will obtain various items that are not otherwise obtainable. Upon completing either Oracle of Ages or Oracle of Seasons, a special secret will appear. The password can be inputted into the opposite game while creating a new file under Secrets. Doing so begins a linked game. Alternatively, the two games can be linked directly without passwords with a link cable. That's fair. On the file selection screen, linked game files can be identified. Their kind of link will be holding the Harp of Ages if you're or Rod of Seasons on files where the secret blah blah blah. Exactly. The exact password that appears vary depending on how the game was played, such as which animal companion you had, how you raised Bipson. Oh, or I was gonna do a different animal companion, but we might be stuck with Dimitri, which is fine by me, but I guess it'll be more continuity. In a Link game, Link begins his adventure with the wooden sword. In Oracle of Seasons, and with the wooden shield in Oracle of Ages, and you start with a 4th heart container. Which means you can probably only get 13 of the 14 heart containers if you don't do a linked game in like a normal playthrough. There are apparently some plot alterations that makes it so that it feels so like one game is the continuation of the other. Characters that are found in both games or Link's animal companions will recognize Link from their past adventures. Even certain characters specific to one game will have heard of Link's deeds in another land. There are many events that happen in each game that would not otherwise happen. Okay, see, this is... So, the animal companion thing sounds like it adds replayability, but this is where the real replayability is, I feel like, because I didn't really think about it, but I feel like there's a lot of stuff where it's like... you could argue that there's potentially enough replayability that it would be worth not only doing Seasons and then following it up with Ages, but also then going back and doing Ages and following it up with Seasons. Interesting. Sorry, I was reading through some of the changes that happen in Ages because I was kind of curious in terms of like plot and character stuff. Rings transfer over. Once 2 game files have been linked, appraised magic rings can be transferred between the games. And there's secrets. Notable password linked items include the Master Sword, the Mirror Shield, Bomb and Seed capacity upgrades, Bomb Choose, Big Run Sword, and the level 3 ring box. So that means after you get far enough into the game to unlock Ferror, I could just automatically get the Master Sword and Mirror Shield and stuff, which means that like I'd only have to do like not even half the game to have the best sword and shield and stuff, which is... So basically, my point is that like if I go back and 100% Seasons before we ever get to Ages, and then we play through Ages, it's gonna probably be a lot easier, especially because I'd almost argue that in that case, then though, you should play through Ages first and then do Seasons, just because since it's way more combat focused. And I feel like going into Seasons and being able to grab a bunch of really good items and stuff earlier than you're supposed to be able to would be super beneficial. But oh well. It'll make Ages easier for us. And then at the end of the game, like I said, there's a whole like true ending thing. Anyway, did I save? I'm gonna save again to be safe. I don't remember. I went on a rant. Classic Ito. Yeah. I actually have started the playing through on Seasons on the Switch. But I only got through the first dungeon so far. And unless something happened and I couldn't stream, like if randomly something happened and I couldn't stream for a minute, which it literally, you know, knock on wood. The only thing that I could see the only reason I could see that happening would be like my computer just fucking goes up in smoke. Like out of nowhere. Even so that won't happen. So yeah, there's no way I'm gonna get caught up. I'm not gonna have enough like free time to get caught up on the Switch version. Which, according to that, because I forgot that because of the way the secrets and stuff work, and you can link them up with the password. I could just link this specific playthrough up with Ages, but again, it's gonna be a long time, I imagine, before we get to Ages. So if I just like put in like 1 or 2 hours across each week for the next like couple months, it'll be and following the walkthrough and getting every little thing, like I'll just be like that better off whenever we do play Ages. And the Switch port's also I don't know. Doesn't really matter, I guess, either way. So yeah, but yeah. It'll be cool. If I'm gonna do the linked thing, these games aren't like super long anyway, especially with the walkthrough. So I'm just kind of like, whatever. I'm not gonna 100% Ages. Because I don't 100% games, especially when I stream them. But it'll be nice to go into Ages with like some extra stuff on hand just to make the playthrough a little easier and quicker, and then we'll get to see some cool throwbacks to like characters and stuff from this playthrough. I'll keep certain choices the same, obviously, like the Bippin and Blossom's baby is still gonna be named Melkor, yada yada yada. I'm gonna pick Dimitri. Yeah, I still feel like, well, now that I think about it, I feel like Ages to Seasons is probably the way to go. One sec, let me go grab my manga, because there's an Oracle's. I should have them, right? I think the Oracle mangas specifically have a certain order. I want to see what it is. Okay, look, I have them set up Seasons then Ages instead of having them alphabetically, and Seasons starts with Link on a farm in the manga, and Ages starts with Link fighting in a tournament and kicking some dude's ass. So I think it's been a while since I read the manga, but I think it's safe to say that the manga also agrees that you go Seasons than Ages, which is interesting. So you could argue that Seasons to Ages is more canonical in that sense, but not really. I just think Ages to Seasons makes sense in the sense that Ages is more puzzle focused and stuff, and then Seasons is more like get good in terms of the actual combat and having good like timing and shit, as opposed to like difficult puzzles. So like I said, going into Seasons and having as much help as possible as early on as possible and doing big numbers as soon as possible, blah blah blah, seems like it makes sense on paper. But the part of me that grew up with Seasons and also really likes the manga adaptations of the Zelda games would probably always pick Seasons to Ages over Ages to Seasons. So yeah, anyway, where did I put my phone? I picked my phone up. Oh, I took it with me. Hold on. I just kind of picked my phone up out of habit, because if my phone, I always take my phone with me whenever I leave my desk, and then I set it down on my bookshelf and forgot. Okie doke. Let's see. Anyway, that's it for the day, because I don't want to get started on the dungeon, but unless I like use the walkthrough, it would take a minute, and even then it'd probably take us like 30-45 minutes to do the dungeon. So the dungeons, I feel like part of why I also never would often not beat the game and would play up to like Mount Kuko was because the dungeons start to get really long from Dungeon 4 onwards as well. So yeah. But then again, I just did that with a lot of games as a kid. Like however far I could get in like 3-4 hours was usually the furthest I would get when I played a lot of games as a kid. There's a lot of games I owned / own now that I've owned for a very long time that I just like didn't beat as a kid, because I would do that where I'd play the first 3 or 4 hours and they're just like, good enough. And then I would just like start over because I wouldn't touch it again for fucking months. So yeah. Oh, I never close it. I do get. Oh, hold on. Anyway. Let me double check that I save stated. Cool. Alright, get out of here. Anyway. Yeah, Mario Kart Manga Peach is great. Very cute. Let's see. I don't really think I have much to say. I think starting next week, I don't think this is my setup for this week, but starting next week, I'm pretty sure my stream days not going to be the same as this week, because now I've also figured out what day of the week, unless something changes soon, but I'm pretty sure it's good to go. My starting D&D campaign, next D&D campaign that I'm running on Thursday next week, and it's gonna be on Thursdays. So starting next week, most weeks, unless I take an extra day off or something, streams are gonna be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, and then on Saturdays where we're not doing Poke D&D, I'll either sometimes have a collab or a movie night in the Discord or something like that. Whatever I feel like doing. Or I might just do my own solo stream on that Saturday. Anyway, let's see. I think that's the only thing I can think of worth bringing up. Yeah. So let's see. We should be beating Kirby the Amazing Mirror tomorrow, unless the last couple areas are like super fucking long or just take me forever for some reason. But I feel like because we got so much done the last stream, I'm gonna be like extra impatient if I get lost, to the point where I'm gonna be way more likely to be like, fuck it, I'm looking up a thing to tell me where to go. Because I didn't expect to get as far last stream as I did, but we'll see. We now control all of the seasons and elements and everything, and in the ages we're going to get to control time itself, and we're just going to be unfucking stoppable. And this is why when people power scale the links, it always comes down to either the link that went through Link to the Past, Link's Awakening, and the Oracle games, or it comes down to that link versus Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask link. Those are always the two that like get, one of those two always wins. Like every time I've seen anyone power scale, it's always one of those two links, which is fair enough because I feel like I'm not even a power scaler type person, and even I would say, if you ask me like which link is the strongest, I'd be like one of those two. Just because if you give them their whole kit and caboodle from every single game, they get a lot of crazy shit. I feel like I would kind of argue that things like the Fierce Deity's Mask and stuff do a lot of carrying for hero time, but I also don't care about power scaling. So if somebody really went in on me, I probably would default to fucking with them, and I'd start trying to argue that some other link that only had like one game to their name, like Twilight Princess Link, I'd be like, actually, I changed my mind. Twilight Princess Link is the true winner. Because, and then just come up with some bullshit reason, I don't know. Just to make them mad. It's like Goku versus Superman type stuff. I don't know. I mean, you do you. Legend of Zelda cartoon box art link. Hell yeah. Yeah, I knew what you meant. A link from the Legend of Zelda Saturday morning cartoon is the strongest link because anyway, I mean, honestly, if he'd gotten multiple seasons, he probably would have done some wacky shit that you could actually try to argue. But anyway, also, if you've never watched that, they only because the Triforce of Courage didn't become a thing until the second game, I believe. And the people who made that show were given, they weren't given the games for free. They were given footage of people playing the games, but the footage was of the Japanese games. So I don't think I don't even know if Zelda 2 was out when they would have been. I think it was out before the cartoon started, but it probably came out like, I think it came out like midway or late into production on the show. So they only have the Triforce of Power and Wisdom in the show because that's the only things that exist in the first game. They also talk in the show. Not a lot, but sometimes. There are a couple lines that are genuinely kind of funny though from them. Anyway, we'll do a watch along of that at some point this year. Now that I'm doing movie nights with, trying to do at least a movie night a month or something. I don't know. I don't think I actually did one this month, but you know what I mean. Like, or maybe I did. When did we watch Deoxys? I don't even remember. Time isn't real. Oh fuck! I just smacked the shit out of the mic again. I did that a lot. Anyway, that's enough for me. Oh wait, I was gonna say my schedule for the week. Yeah, tomorrow, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Thursday, more Oracle. Friday, we're gonna read some Nintendo Power. Saturday, I think that was the beginning of the month. I think you're right. Saturday was gonna be D on Poke's channel, but Poke forgot that they had some plans this weekend, so that's going to be the next Saturday. So I'm debating either trying to get a couple just friends members for collab, or just doing something. I don't know. Myself. Either way, it's probably gonna not get announced until like the day of. But it'll be at some time on Saturday. I don't know when. It might not. If it's a collab, it's good chance it'll be later than normal streams. But we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously there'll be a ping in the Discord, so I guess if you want to see potential surprise I to a stream Saturday, just check in on the Discord throughout the afternoon and evening. And Sunday's gonna be Oracle Seasons. I don't know how much we're gonna get done this week because I started early, and my guess for this game is 5 streams, and that would put us. Sunday stream will put us at 4, so I don't think we're gonna beat it Sunday. Pretty confident of that, in fact. Even if, because I'm thinking like some of these dungeons and the lead ups to said dungeons start to get pretty long at this point, so I feel like even if we get dungeons 5 and 6 done tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Thursday, days. Even then, I doubt we'll get to like beat the end of the game Sunday. Because there's 8 dungeons, I believe. So yeah, hopefully we can get dungeon 5 and 6 done Thursday and get 7 done Sunday, and at least get up to the 8th dungeon Sunday. And then next either Monday or Tuesday, whichever day I stream, Oracle should be the finale. So we'll see. We will see. I might, so that way I'm not streaming Oracle 2 days in a row. I might start Fallout Monday and then stream Oracle Sunday and just hope that, or Tuesday, and hope that the Tuesday stream does end up being the finale. But I might do the opposite because I could go later. I could, if I stream on Tuesday, I can start early, but if I stream on Monday, I can go late. So I guess it depends. I mean, I could always go like an hour later. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I don't know. We'll see. I just said that 3 times. So yeah. Okay, that's enough rambling for me. I should end stream before I do more. We're gonna review. They're playing Fruit Salad. Yeah, Fruit Salad, which is like a Suika ripoff game because there's a bunch of those. Don't know why. Really, I feel like we don't. I don't know. Just play Suika. I don't know. Or I guess Suika is only Switch. I don't know. Pick one and play it. I don't know. I mean, I think part of why V's doing it is because achievement stuff. Because her streamer is titled Grinding for Suika Like Achievos, but I don't know. Other than that, I feel like aside from achievement getting and trying to get more games with like 100% completion, there's not a lot of reason to play more than like one, like buy one and play it. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Yeah. So we'll raid V. And I think that's it for me. I think I said everything that actually mattered. I know I added a lot of extra shit in there. So, BPR, go follow Ringo, my artiste. Very cool, very epic. It's also their birthday recently. My socials, Discord, Twitter, a bunch of other stuff, my anime list, Goodreads. I also post reviews of stuff I read on Twitter, so I feel like anyone who cares about my Goodreads would have already on that anyway. But to be fair, I also like haven't done. I kind of fell off of doing that for a sec. But anyway, I'm almost done with Spiceable Volume 3. I'll be done Friday at the latest, I imagine. So I'll probably have a review of that up over the weekend. And then I don't know what I'm reading next. It'll probably be a manga. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. And that's it for me. I will type out the raid message, and if you want to do the raid message but are not subscribed, you can buy the Ito emote for 80 channel points, which if you've been here for more than like 30 minutes, you should have, especially if you're following. Wait, well, I guess not necessarily, because nobody followed this stream. If you follow, you get 300, so like if anyone followed this stream, they would have it for sure, but you know what I mean. I think you have to be subbed to get extra channel points. I don't think following actually gives you a boost. Though if you show up to multiple streams in a row, I think you get a boost. So, I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Skibbity-boo. Yeah. Thanks for coming out. Have a good day, good night, whatever it is for you. And I will see you next stream. Mwah.